Come on. Mama said there'll be days just like this. Let's go. Oh, how the mighty done fall to the ground. Cowboys need to regain control as the mighty done slipped. Come on. Come on. Yup.
Let me crack your cream. Fertilizer, right?
Ain't no party like a cowboy party. But what about a 49er lost groove? Oh, and excuse me. What about a Eagles lost groove? Come on. Hey. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Come on. Hey. Ho. All right. T-Dead. Come on. Come on. We got some football. We got some football to talk about now. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I just want to know, I got to know, do my hat say DC for short? Do my hat say DC for only when we win? Oh, do my hat say DC for only when we draw? Does my hat says DC for loss? No. Hey, my hat says DC for life. DC for life, man. We ain't here for a short time. We here for a lifetime, baby. And there are some people that will flip this thing around and only be here only when we win, you know. So, and then there's some people that only want to talk like when we win, right? But this is the real part when we talk our stuff regardless of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we trying to figure things out. So if you're a real one, put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because my guy Scott all day was hitting me up with messages.
Look at this law.
Look at this. Law. Whoa.
Law.
Hey, what happened? You know what I'm saying?
Law.
Whoa.
Law.
Where you at? You know what I'm saying? So, yes, indeed, I'm real the way I walk, the way I talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm real. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And it is what it is. DC for life law. Yes, indeed. So let me just put this out there, you know what I'm saying? Let me see DC for life in the chat. You know, win, lose, or draw, we here. We gonna bring it, you know what I'm saying? Some people think that Law Nation only gonna go live when we win. No, man, even when we lose, you know what I'm saying? I'm still out here giving y'all 2-3 hour shows, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Law, mister, you know, you shouldn't be talking all of that stuff. Law, you haven't won in 27 years, Law. You know, Hey, wait a minute. You know, I'm hungry over here. I don't give a dog what we haven't done in 27 years. I'm going to still speak my mind over here. You know what I'm saying? So it's DC for life. Y'all think that I'm going to sit back and be folded up like a wallet that, hey, the NFL season is over with because the 49ers beat us down? You know.
Sacrifice, don't give up the fight.
Talk to him, Uncle.
Everything will be all right on any given Sunday, yeah. Depend on you.
Listen to the words.
If you win or lose.
Listen.
You know you got to pay some dues to live on Monday. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So let's let y'all know it's any given Sunday around here. I'm not finna fold up like a wallet. I'm not finna sit back and listen to y'all and say, well, the Cowboys, they lost to the Niners, and the Niners are so mighty. Oh, the Niners are going undefeated. I shouldn't wear my Cowboy silver and blue because we should let them just talk bad about us. We don't have a chance, Law. This is who the Cowboys are. No. We're gonna shoot down all of that stuff. We gonna talk. Y'all, hey, but here's the thing, here's the whole situation though. They're going to give those teams grace and mercy. And when I told y'all, it's all about being the villain at this point. I'm going to be the villain. Shoot, hey, you shouldn't be talking noise, Law. Shoot, boy, sugar. We win and they was talking noise. We win, they was talking noise. Eagles fans were saying they were going to blow the doors off the Jets. The Eagles fans said that we didn't play nobody when we played against the Jets. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? They said we didn't play nobody. We played the Jets. They were like, anybody. This is how they sound, actually. Anybody could beat the Jets. Anybody. Y'all haven't played nobody. Y'all watch what we going to do when we play the Jets. Yes, we look good. Huh? We look good.
We're looking great. Go Birds. Let's go Birds. ELGS, Eagles.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. My hat says DC for life. My hat. And where's that dude that be like, yeah, and look what happened to those Cowboys. Where that dude at now? Where he at? Yeah, look at the Jets, you know what I'm saying? Where he at? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cry, Eagles, cry to the land of no victory. Cry, Eagles, cry to the land of misery. Hit 'em high, hit 'em low. That's how the Eagles roll to the land of no victory. Get down on y'all, God on knees. Come on, where he at? Where he at? I can't make this stuff up, And all I heard today.
Look at this, Law.
Look at this.
Law.
Law.
Law. Law. Law. Law. Law. Law. Law.
Oh my goodness.
Law.
Now it feel good. Now it feel good now. And they say laugh now, cry later. So Cowboys, hey, we in the driver's seat now, man. We got to take care of business for Monday night. And of course, people have their shocks and their reservations on Monday night. But at the end of the day, the Dallas Cowboys, hey.
Look at this, Law. Law.
Law.
Law. Law.
Wait a minute.
Law.
Wait a minute.
Law.
Hey, wait a minute. Give me time.
Law.
Let me give you a chance.
Law. Law. Law.
All right, man. I'm going to look at it, man. Hold on. I'm going to look at it. All right. So, wait a minute. This is the 49ers. Brock Purdy. Okay. Did the 49ers win today? No. You know what I'm saying? But they beat us last week. And somebody said that they had a Super Bowl hangover. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, my guy did hit me up with these numbers and accolades, too. He did say that, when you look at everything and you start to say to yourself, the bigger picture, and let me see if I can fix this up. Y'all bear with me. Bear with me. He says the bigger picture of it is that if you start taking weapons away from people, they don't look how they supposed to look. You know what I'm saying? it becomes a situation and scenario. Yeah, y'all can see the score now. Bam, bam, bam. It becomes a situation and scenario to just be fair to everyone that your team don't look the same. Let me talk about this first. Let me fix this up a little bit. Fix this up right here. Boom. Fix it up a little bit so y'all can see that. And 17-19. Brock Purdy was 12 for 27. Let me refresh that for me right quick. Let me refresh this. Make sure I'm looking at the right thing. Okay. So he was 12 for 27, 125 yards, 4.6 yards per average, 1 touchdown, 1 INT, 3 sacks, 40 QBR, 55 passer rating. And that knocks his MVP status quo out the window, because when you look at everything, when Christian McCaffrey, we don't wish for injuries upon no one, right? The season is long, not a short one. We hope he get back and get into the right swing of things, but he was 11 carries for 43. Brandon Ayuk is their only wide receiver in this game, 4 receptions for 76 yards, of course, but this is without Debo. I heard Debo had his shoulder taken out in one of those things, whereas if you start taking weapons away from a quarterback, that said quarterback don't look the same. That said quarterback, even in a system that's designed for him, don't look the same. When you start having drive killers, those things don't look the same. When you start having drive extenders, that team don't look the same. So when we were talking about, hey, when you try to get those boys off on 3rd and 10 or 3rd down or what have you, and then there's a late hit, there's a roughing of the kicker. A roughing of the play, to extend plays. Now you give life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. It makes things that much difficult to win games. Now, could the 49ers took this game away? Yes. The kicker had every chance and opportunity to make that kick, drill that kick to win the game, and the 49ers could be by far 6-0 at this point. But let you know that even though good teams, you can't win games when you are missing continuity, rapport with your set team. Shout out to Sadiq Law. I'm a real DC for life. Win or lose, now no one is undefeated. Sand lost and the Pigeon lost today, and we coming. Yes, indeed. So, yeah. Yes, indeed. And prayers to Sadiq. She one of the mods here, and she's still communicating from the hospital room. And big shouts out to her for being a diehard, even for this channel and beyond. So we really appreciate that. All right, so that lets you guys know. But what's going to happen here is that those teams get grace and mercy from the 4-ladder, the 3-ladder network. There won't be nobody saying, hey, you know what? Let's contextualize this. Let's contextualize that. Now, last week we got our butts handed to us. Yes, indeed, we did. And now we are back in the driver's seat. The mighty done slipped. They didn't fall all the way to the ground, but they slipped a little bit. And now the blueprint is out on how to beat those two boys, right? The blueprint is out. And let's look at the mighty Eagles. Oh, my goodness. 14-20 was the final score. And when I was watching this game, I was watching it while I was doing things with fam or what have you. Shout out to the fam. But one thing that was brought out to my attention that I didn't even contextualize in the previous games with the Eagles, that guess who, what, when, where, is they are located at in the red zone. Guess where they are ranked? Guess their rank is in red zone, money zone, green zone. Can somebody put that down, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to see if y'all know. Guess their rank is in red zone. Guess where they are ranked at? Can somebody put that down in the chat? Yes, indeed. Yes, nobody know the answer to the test? Davies, appreciate you. All right. They're 28, 31st. Okay, in red zone. It might have dropped today. 26. Come on, Lasbury. But these 4 ladders, 3 ladders, crooked ladder, whatever. Shout out to Mississippi though. All of these networks were saying, look at the Cowboys rankings in red zone. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my goodness. It just seems as if, though, the Cowboys were the only team that suffered in red zone. And now I'm looking at it, they only like one ranking ahead of us. Like, I believe I saw a chart line for your mind. They were ranked 27th in red zone. We were ranked 28th. Oh, how the mighty done fall. You know what I'm saying? They done fallen all the way to the ground. Oh, my goodness. The tush push or the brotherly love shove couldn't work out for them. It couldn't work out for them. They look at the full box score. All right, so Jalen Hurts, he was 28 for 45, 280 yards, 1 touchdown to 3 interceptions, 2 sacks. Hey, he could have been sacked multiple times, but Jalen Hurts was able to use and utilize them legs, man, to get outside, you know, and he was scrambling, you know. So shout out to him. Those 8 carries for 47 yards were very vital in this game. The game could have looked even worse than what we were seeing, 14 for 20. You know, as I was, you know, I wasn't watching every play because they wasn't showing the game where we was at, and I was out with fam, and every time I jumped on my phone, I was seeing that, hey, man, the game could have been even worse, man, but he was able to squirt, get outside, and get upfield, you know. Yes, indeed. So 10 carries for 18 yards. 49ers had Ryan factors in their games. Eagles have no excuses. I don't know, man. You know, Ryan Mack, because when it's raining outside for us, man, people don't factor those things in for us, man. You know what I'm saying? Pick 6, Philadelphia Eagles, you know.
Look at this low. Low.
Hey.
Low.
Hey. I'm going to say this, man. Hey. I'm going to say this, though. A.J. Brown, 7 receptions for 131 yards. That A.J. Brown is him, you know. He is by far one of the better wide receivers in his division, and I'm not going to shortchange him on that. You know, I'm not. You know, they got a guy that makes it a whole lot easier for them. 9 targets for 7 receptions is everything, and he's able to stay afloat, you know, to keep this team in the right direction. So they're 5-1. What do this mean? What do this mean? It means that if we take care of business, the name of the game is to win your division, get home field advantage, and run it off from there. We just got to take care of business. We do. We just got to take care of business. The horrible thing about when the Cowboys lose, it seems as if though it's the end of the world. People rant. They think that, you know, this is a playoff game. They think that they want to call out people and rip things apart and say, hey, these are the Cowboys. This is who they're going to be forever, ever. And that's okay. That's cool. You got every right to be angry and upset. But what today proved that is any given Sunday? What today proves that is any given Sunday? Tomo says, law. The Niners are 0-3 after playing the Cowboys. Refuse to lose network. Link up with us. Yes, indeed. Appreciate you, man. I definitely.
Look at this low.
I'm going to look at it.
Low.
They do. Now that number is obscured just a little bit because in 2021, after they beat us, they did go and beat the Green Bay Packers, and then they lost to the I believe the Rams or something like that. But you are close to that. You know what I'm saying? If my memory serves me correct. So but we do. So right now they 0-2 if you want to count from last year to now. You know what I'm saying? But I will take that. I will take that, you know, that record. But because, you know, at the end of the day, they might beat us down, but mentally it was not saying that they looked at the other opponent and overlooked them, because they clearly could have won and beat the Browns. But, hey, psychologically, it is what it is, you know. let me pull up because this was another thing that I wanted to share with you guys. The whole argument about my guy Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper, 4 receptions for 108 yards, phenomenal. And that's where I got the law from. You know what I'm saying? From my guy. Let me pull up my Twitter account and appreciate y'all, man, so much that jump in here on the Twitter. Let me pull this up. And this is where I got it from. I got it from my guy right here.
Tell me why we got rid of him, Law. Law, look at this. Look at this, Law. 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 Why do we do? Oh, now what? We don't need him. We're gonna use that. I told you they got a receiver that the people fear, and he's still gonna get it, man. Come on, man. Look at his quarterback, bro. Come on, man. Dumbest thing Jerry ever did, man. The dumbest thing Jerry ever did. God dang it.
Now, that's my guy Scott, man. He calls in all the time, and Amari Cooper, he is a wide receiver 1. Right. Cody Oliver says another week of the media ignoring Hurts INTs. Yeah, they're going to ignore that. I don't know if it's updated here, but, you know, we'll look up Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hurts. And then we'll open up phone lines. We'll do that. We'll make it a quick show. You know what I'm saying? I don't have much information. Well, they haven't updated it yet. You know what I'm saying? So when they update this, we will look at his total body of work or what have you. Look, let me talk about my guy right quick, Amari Cooper. Just because we went 12-5 last year doesn't mean that we didn't miss him last season. What that proves to us that we could have been even more of a better team last year, juxtaposed to a team that was relying on my guy, CeeDee Lamb, to be who he is. And I'm not saying that the Cowboys fool around and shoot themselves in the foot with these type of negotiations on contract and money. But my guy, Boss Cowboy Sports, and we've been combing through a lot of stuff, man, and we find stuff and we point out stuff. And when we say it, we're not saying it without measuring it, right? And there's so many lies that the people will say, and it will get out and it will be considered truth, right? But the truth takes its time to be spread. The truth takes its time to get out of the bed. The truth is slow, and the lies are real quick. And what happened is when you have the ability to get out things first, you would believe that whoever said the original statement are telling the truth. But in actuality, I'm very close with the Amari Cooper's camp. We're very close with his people. And he didn't want to leave Dallas. Matter of fact, he still come to Dallas to train. Matter of fact, with Tony Mack and those boys in boxing, from him, that's how that relationship is all built. It's built on trust. It's built on team chemistry. So when you rip that out, ladies and gentlemen, it really damaged some things. Now, granted, 12-5 last year, Noah Brown stepping up, standing tall. He went from the 5th or the 6th option all the way down to the 2nd option, and we had to get some growth aspect out of CeeDee Lamb, which took him all the way up until what week was it by the time CeeDee Lamb started to show up? I think it happened a little bit right at the Green Bay Packers week. It took that amount of time for even him to realize, okay, this is me. This is my position right now. And my guy Michael Gallup, he was recovering. So we ultimately took Michael Gallup over Amari Cooper. Newsflash, Amari Cooper was willing to take a pay cut. He took $6.5 million less to stay for the Cowboys the first time. The first time. I don't know about y'all, man, but can you take less and then say, hey, I'm not willing to take less the next time around. Come on, man. That's $6 million, y'all. NFL stands for not for long. Not for long. So, and then people will say things and echo things and say, well, he didn't show up on the road. You know what I'm saying? But did they do their homework? Did they look at the last years that he was here on the road? What was his numbers? Because what they did, they took a lie and they took half truths of what happened in 2019, and they used that as a weapon to castrate a player that's on his team. Time out for all of that. They use as a weapon to say, hey, he's injury prone. When we pulled up the information to say who was more injury prone, Michael Gallup or Amari Cooper, those who didn't do their research, oh man, Amari Cooper is more injury prone than Michael Gallup. Bull sugar. Well, the Cowboys, that's water under the bridge now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Browns. And people still trying to, and I shoot it down every time when they try to say, well, you know, we got DeRon Bland with that 5th round draft pick, you know, for trading Amari Cooper away. So it worked out, you know. It wasn't DeRon Bland. It was Matt. Well, let's go. Matt, well, let's go. You know what I'm saying? That's who we got for Amari Cooper. well, you know, him going to the Browns, you know, that extra pick. Let me know how Matt, well, let's go is doing, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Would you rather have Matthew, well, let's go, or Amari Cooper? Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't had a durable wide receiver since the playmaker. I mean, playmaker played with injuries too, you know. But, you know, I get what you're saying collectively. You know, our wide receivers, the moment they shine, they do get kind of nicked up, banged up, you know. So, we ready for some football, man. Let me see how y'all feel, man, about today, man. Don't it feel good? You know what I'm saying? Hey, if we just need to take care of business, we just need to take care of business tomorrow. But today felt good, didn't it? You sat back, you chilled, you drank your Mai Tais or your whatever libation of choice, you know what I'm saying? And you got a chance to sit back and watch football. And I encourage you guys, you know, if they're going to troll you, you troll a little bit too, you know. Don't let them paint you into a corner. Because that's what y'all been doing. Y'all will let them paint y'all into a corner and put the clamps on your lips. We don't have no control of the outcome of the game, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to hate us regardless. They're going to hate us regardless. They're going to make you feel like, hey, all 3 and 2 is more feeling like 2 and 3, regardless. They're going to have, look, teams that lose, they be jumping over here talking noise more so than anything. You know what I'm saying? So don't let them control you. You know what I'm saying?
Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for line. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Call my phone, hit my line.
There is
Only
one
ones
other
who down
participant in the
for
conference.
line. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Keep it super thorough my way on this side.
Come on.
Mobbing with my brothers, there's no question, keep it real. Whether we East Coastin' or we in the Haven Hills.
Come on.
No poppin' straps of blue faces, not the pills. Heard you callin' bluffs, I show and prove it, it's for real. Son of God.
I got the MJ for the 206. You in the mix. Talk to me, man.
What up, Law?
What up?
Just watching these games. I was watching both games. I was watching how Cleveland D-line beat up San Francisco line. I'm talking about just beat the hell out of them.
Beat the brakes off of them.
And remember I said, Law? That's the guy I wanted with 94. Remember we kept saying it?
Yeah.
The D tackle? Oh my God.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. It took my team.
God.
Yeah.
He was
With 94.
killing them. They didn't have no answer. He kept
No.
penetrating and stopping the run. They beat them to death. Now, I want to see what they say on TV tomorrow. Who's the most physical team now? ESPN, all you haters.
Yeah.
Cleveland D-line beat the hell out of their line, man.
Yeah, they thought, they thought that, that defense was fake. You know what I'm saying? That's what they thought.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Cleveland came in there ready. You know what I'm saying? That defense showed up and showed out. And even though they was kind of behind with star power and stuff like that, they still was able to stand tall.
If they had a quarterback, they would have beat 30. They would have scored 30 on San Francisco.
Yeah.
I keep telling you, and that's why I get mad at the Cowboys. Other teams figure out how to beat teams. We don't. We come in there with the patty puff. Let's play soft. Our boys don't be stepping up to the plate, law. It's always been there. It always happened every year. These guys overpaid for the Cowboys. They get more money than anybody just sitting on the bench. I bet some players for the Cowboys that don't even play make more money than some of get more commercial than people that stars on other teams. That's the problem, Law. And look, Amari Cooper killing him. Cooper was
he was now I know that Lenore, he slipped on one of them, but he the one made him slip. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, he slipped. No, he made him slip. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things there. They came with a better strategy on how to attack the 49ers. And here's what another thing that we got to take under consideration too now. The more these games processes, the more and more tape out there as well. So what worked 1 week and would probably not work the next week, So what praised is like sometimes you can see something in there, So I was so that's just how it goes, bro. You gonna see the adjustments down the line. And one thing that I can tell you from this staff that I'm gonna give them a little grace is, and I'm gonna knock on some wood, we haven't lost back-to-back games in 2 years almost. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at that aspect of it, and I'm looking at how they're gonna rebound. So if we look flat tomorrow, Monday night, then let's revisit this combo. We'll be it'll be a long 2 weeks, man. I will still be here giving y'all some unbelievable thoughts on things, but I just feel like, man, if we look flat again, then it's time to say X, Y, and Z. But we should bounce back based off the historical data. You know what I'm saying?
And the Philly game was so funny. Now I know the Philly fans, have they hit you yet? They looking stupid, ain't they?
Nah, they ain't even in here, man. Now they want to jump to where they content creators are at, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if y'all see any of those Philly fans, man. What, they don't love me no more? They normally love me, man. They don't love me no more, man.
They're going to say 6-0. And look, I was saying, stay close, stay close. And they panic. And they couldn't do nothing. And I told my friend, I said, just think of what they had. They had corners. They played without their two best corners.
Yeah,
you see that?
They did. That? But that also shows that, man, when you have a philosophy and a scheme put in place, hey, because one of those red zone plays could have been picked off, but this dude was on the practice squad and he didn't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Against Hurts. So it could have been 4 interceptions in that thing. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
But they ain't gonna bring that up. They ain't gonna bring that up, man. You know what I'm saying?
What your boy gonna say tomorrow on the Philadelphia halfback? Always bragging on Hurts. He the best quarterback, huh?
Yeah.
What they gonna say tomorrow?
I don't even know, man. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you for calling in, bro, man. One more thing before I let you roll, man. What you got on your chest, man?
The one more thing. This offense better be creative. That's all I'm hoping, y'all.
Let's go.
Offense don't be creative, we're gonna lose again. Look, Arizona keep losing. That loss gonna come back and hurt us. I already see it.
Hey, what you thought about Caleb Williams? You got a chance to see him play the other day. You know what I'm saying? What your thoughts on him since you're on the West Coast?
Oh, man, Caleb is cold-blooded, man. But
what happened? What happened?
He lost.
What happened? Well, I thought he supposed to be the end-all, be-all. What happened?
No, remember I told you? What I say? The one guy from The guy from remember I told you the Oklahoma quarterback?
Yeah.
That's the
dude right there. Okay.
That's a cold.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Salute, man.
In the Washington quarterback. Remember I kept saying Washington quarterback and the Oklahoma quarterback. They dangerous, man. They dangerous,
indeed, man. Yes,
sir.
Appreciate you, bro. Salute, man.
All
Good
right,
call
fam.
from him. That's a good call from him. Yeah, what happened though? You know what I'm saying? All right, man, because I want y'all to continue to troll now. You know what I'm saying? Don't y'all pull up now. You see, y'all been too nice, man. They over here. Somebody put 42-10. You see, that's what Philly like to do. Philly like to talk about somebody else's victory on them. You know what I'm saying? But what did they do against? What was our final score versus the Jets? Can somebody put that down? Can somebody put that final score versus the Jets? Can somebody put that down in the chat? Hey, somebody put that final score. In Washington, they might be able to split it. They might be able to split the doggone Eagles. They got to play the Washington, you know what I'm saying? I'm not looking ahead, but the Washington y'all better watch out for Washington, Cali, the truth serum on multiple levels. Law, haters are silent. Yeah, no, I saw somebody put it in a, 30 to 10, okay. Okay, and it was 30 to 10. It was 30 to 10, and they had all of their DBs out there. You know what I'm saying? They had a full healthy team. So let me know, ladies and gentlemen, what was the score for the Eagles versus the Jets? You know what I'm saying? I need to know. I want to know. I think my guy $100,000, man. I think that he got the answer to it.
Give me my theme music.
Come on, 100. You live on the nation, man.
Listen. I seen 3 picks. It could have been 10. That's what I seen. And everybody wants to talk about Dak Prescott do 3 picks in a game. I think Jalen Hurts matched them. If I'm not mistaken, did he?
He matched them.
I think that happened, right? But they ain't gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I hear in these Philly streets? This person should get fired. That person should get fired. Jalen Hurts was terrible. So they do the same thing we do, Law. So don't let Brunson come up there and say, oh, we not like y'all. We blah, blah, blah. And you know what Brunson and them going to say? Well, we 5-1 and all this and that. You lost to the team we beat, though, bro. You lost to the team we beat. Thank you very much. That means if we keep rocking, we got the tiebreaker over you guys. So come on, dog. This was big in every level, Law. This was huge.
Huge.
This was huge.
That's what she said.
They always say that, Law. You know
Well, yes, indeed. So, hey, we in the driver's seat, man.
They always say that. You feel it?
Hey, we in the driver's seat,
man?
bro.
Well, you do.
hey, you were saying it for the last 2 games, man. Hey, Law, you messy, Law, you messy.
Well, because you put the clip up, man. I'm like, oh, here goes Law.
Yeah, you know me. I was gonna shank him. With the, you know what I'm saying? Law, how come the Cowboys didn't call you yet? For one, they can't afford me. For 2, you know what I'm saying? They can't put a clap on my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Jerry can literally afford to pay me, but he ain't gonna pay me. You know what I'm saying? Pay me, Jerry. You know what I'm saying?
Pay me. I know what I'm worth. I know what I want.
Yeah, I want one of them guaranteed contracts over here, Jerry.
You seen that meme with the chick? She was like, you took me to the Cheesecake Factory. I'm too pretty for the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
I'm not getting out this car. You see that?
Damn.
She was out her goddamn mind though, man. She crazy, man. Shoot, Cheesecake Factory go hard over here, man. Shoot.
Yeah, dude, man.
Cheesecake
I
Factory
love
go hard.
I'm a cheesecake dude. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So if you ever, you know what I mean, like, oh, let me send a cake to $100,000.
Yeah.
Cheesecake, dog. That's the wave. That's my wave. Cheesecake. That's my best. So I rock with the Cheesecake Factory. And their food ain't bad either, man.
No. The food ain't bad, man. They got a full plethora of foods, man, that they can go, you know.
They got a big menu. Cheesecake Factory ain't good.
So, salute
Just
to
like
the
Drake. Drake loves the Cheesecake Factory. I don't know.
Hey, man, you know. Hey, you heard, man, your girl Pound Town, now she Pound Ultrasound, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God! Hey man, we got a chance to see how the kid was conceived over here. I said, God dog, girl, she ain't wait no time. You know, ultrasound, pound town. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of funny. The video come out first of, then all of a sudden, ultrasound, right?
Ultrasound, I'm fucking with my pound town thugs, you know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, bro, man.
That's kind of funny how that happened. You know what I mean? They dropped a little video, and then all of a sudden, hey, that's what happens, ain't it?
Hey man, that's exactly what happened,
support, though. They don't need.
Damn!
Oh my gosh, man. Hey, man.
Go to bed. What a kid.
Man, come on, man. Yes, indeed. So, man, what we got to do, man? What we got to do tomorrow, man? What would be the game plan, man? You know what I'm saying? What we got to do, man?
We got to handle our business, man. I think the defense is going to come up big because I think if anybody know Kevin Moore, it's Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn know how to stop Kevin Moore.
Yeah.
So I really feel like he's going to neutralize the game. And all we got to do is when we can go 20-20. We just got to punch it in. We got to punch it in and control the clock. That's it. And we should win this football game, man. We need this. This is a golden opportunity. The 49ers lost, trying to drop them, bring them down to earth. The Eagles lost, drop them, bring them down to earth. Here's our chance to catch them. We got a schedule to where we can catch them. And we play the Eagles. So if the Eagles can get another loss, and guess who they play? They play Miami next week, Loss?
Oh, wow.
That could be another loss.
They could be.
You gotta understand how huge this game is.
Oh, wow.
And we got a bye next week. So if we win tomorrow and going into our bye, coming out of the bye, who we play out the bye? Carolina?
No. After the bye, we played the Rams. And I was telling my brother we was having, and here's how my brother was, man. Me and my brother, we in the group chat. And he wasn't 1,000% on this game. He kind of said that, hey, this is the type of game that the 49ers will lose against the Browns. And I said, oh, wow.
And I heard guys was hurt. Yeah. Was guys hurt or for Black Purdy in them, or they just wasn't playing good?
I mean, CMC got hurt. Debo got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
See?
Yeah.
What happens
you
when
take the weapons away.
Players ain't playing good?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
But if that was not to cut you off, if that was Dak Prescott and all those guys was hurt, they still would blame Dak. Oh, Dak, man, what you gonna do when you ain't got no players? You see what happened when you ain't got no players, when you ain't got no gangsters?
Man, don't you know what the craziest thing of it is? Is that he would get a pass, but here's the thing: they would say 8 years. But I've been doing this channel since like 15, close to 16, 2016, and every year has been the same. You know what I'm saying? It's been the same conversation about the quarterback can't do X, Y, and Z. So everybody else get a pass. Wentz, Goff, all of those other quarterbacks that we seen, in the National Football League, they get that pass, but the quarterback for the Americas team don't, But I get it,
Right.
Yep,
so your brother wasn't feeling good about this game before they got hurt, or
he wasn't feeling good about this game. Yesterday we was talking, you know what I'm saying? We have a conversation every Saturday morning with all of the brethren, and he was having reservations about this game. So that's why I'm giving him grace and mercy. He wasn't going around saying he wasn't comfortable with this game at all.
See, okay, that's somebody who know their team.
He know their team. He was like you when we had to go up against those Cards, basically.
yeah.
Yes, indeed. But it is what it is, man. Hey, this should be a bounce back game. Looking for everybody to show us something, and then for this game, this will be the first game that we have continuity back with our offensive line. They played a Harbor game last time. Let's see how these boys can bounce back this time. Appreciate you, man, for calling in, bro.
And that should be huge. Offensive line is very important. That should be huge, and you should be able to tell the difference in the offensive line play this game tomorrow.
No
All right,
doubt,
my brother
man.
Low.
Hey, man, appreciate you, man. Salute. That's my
No
guy,
doubt.
100. You know what I'm saying? Grand. And don't think for one that we control the outcomes of these games. All right, we don't. This is what fans supposed to do. So please allow the people to spit their mind. You know what I'm saying? Just like burner account. Don't block him. You know what I'm saying? Don't block him. Let him speak his mind. You know what I'm saying? He says this channel is to troll Dak Prescott apologist. That's the name of his account, and he started it in February of this year. So let him be who he is. He's a miserable guy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all he lived for is to troll. Let him troll. You know what I'm saying? Miserable guys. I got Banks from the 757. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Law, what's good, man?
Mm-hmm. What's good with you, bro? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. The Eagles lost, Niners lost.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. I'm just waiting to hear back from your bro Bronson, man. They got on me the other day, man, on Twitter, man. I got in there and said, "Don't lose to Zach Wilson." They come laughing. Him and his boy told me, said,
What he was
practice
saying?
this. It was just Zach Wilson. But when I come back Sunday night, and I ain't seen them since, man.
Haven't seen him since, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Haven't seen him since. Haven't seen him since. Shout out to him, though, man. All right, so what we got to do tomorrow, man? The Mighty done slipped, and now we right in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the main thing, man, we got to win tomorrow, man. We got to I believe in the defense. Offense got to show up, man. I just got to see more, man. I can't see that. I got to see that. We can't make Aaron Rodgers' words come true from when Mike got fired back in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Aaron Rodgers said the offense just, and to me, man, every time I think about that game last week, man, the offense just looks archaic, man. Mike McCarthy didn't want to change the offense. Little to no pre-snap movement, man, and we just got to get together, man.
Well. Here's my thoughts on this. Here's my 1,000% thoughts on this, and that's was the excuses all this week that I was hearing, like, from people, right? People saying that, hey, he got the archaic offenses and things like that. Well, damn it, they seen that all off season, right? They should have known that all last year. If he was going to stand in and say, hey, I'm going to be the play caller, then this is on him. Because if I'm the head coach, my job, my duty is to win the game ultimately and to also believe in myself. So if Mike McCarthy didn't believe in himself or didn't think that, hey, his play calling is not sufficient, then he should have elevated Schottenheimer, or he should have picked up the phone and got one of those guys outside of Kellen Moore, because he got rid of Kellen Moore. That was his thought track to get rid of him, right? He should have brought somebody in, and to make the justification. But so that's on Mike McCarthy. And also that's on Dak Prescott, the wide receivers. They should have been saying before the season kicked off, hey, we're not 1,000% on this offense. So now it's going to be hard to change it in the middle of the race. So now you're going to have to ride the horse while you want, ride the horse you rode in on, because you can't do no installments now. It's week 6.
Exactly, man.
That's how I look at it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got to get more creative, man. Maybe he thought too much of himself, man. Sometimes you kind of get in your own way. Maybe he thought, I can do this, and I ain't gonna say believed in it more and stuff that he should have, but you got to. It's all about change, man. You got to adapt to the times, and we'll see tomorrow, man.
We'll see tomorrow, man. We'll see if they made the.
Maybe it was maybe it was just a Niners game. I don't know, man, but we'll see. I mean, they got a 31st ranked pass defense. If you can't capitalize on that, and it's still looking the same, man, then I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? So
yeah, gonna have to figure it out, man.
Oh, and far far as
Go
Coop
ahead.
not being here, and I seen the guy, man. Look, listen. I was a Coop guy. Coop first came on, but let's not forget. We know what the good things that Coop can do. When Coop is on, Coop is on.
Yeah.
Coop, you know what I'm saying? When Coop is a dog, he is a dog. But we cannot forget the disappearing acts. Cannot forget the disappearing acts he had when he was here also, man. And I do think I would like to keep him here. I still think he could have been here. I think CD kind of started to trump him his last year here. Because you remember CD kind of played Coop that last year he was here. CD to me looked better than Coop did in Cleveland last year. He definitely did. I mean, well, the stats were better. The stats proved that. And we see how Coop came on once Dak came back from his injury. So, you know, I like to see Jalen Tolbert get more snaps, man. And Marcus Gallup. I know Marcus Gallup had a decent game not too long ago, a couple games ago. But
Right.
I definitely like to see Tolbert in the game more. Because with CD, Tolbert, and Cooks, all of them can work inside and out. You know what I'm saying? And I think they can be very efficient. I like to see Tolbert in the game more, man.
Well, let's get him in there, man. We ain't draft that dude for decoration, so get him out there, let him get some things going, and put an APB alert out for Brandon Cooks as well, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for calling in.
All right, love. Yeah.
Good call from him. I would say this: Gallup, step up. Gallup, demand and get the ball. Closed mouths don't get fed, and figure out a way. Because at the end of the day. Not Gallup, but CD Lamb. I meant to say, closed mouth don't get fed. So CD Lamb, figure out a way. You are in a contract year. You got a lot riding on the table, and if you can, shoot, wherever that go, you go. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's just how it got to be. That relationship got to be established out there on the field. Got to. So that's just the reality of it, ladies and gentlemen, and of course. It is what it is. But I got my guy, Chris 214, man. You live on the Nation, man. Talk to me. Brought to you by Prize Picks, man. Talk to me.
What's going on, Law?
Nothing much, man. Holler at me, man. What you got?
Hey, man. So, what was that famous coach, man, that I think he passed away? He used to coach the Cardinals, and he had that press conference to where he was pissed off.
Green,
I think his
something.
last name is like Dennis Green.
Dennis Green, yeah. They are who we thought.
You remember when he said?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Them words right there. We have to win this game tomorrow. Don't let these boys off the hook. Cowboys, do not let these boys off the hook. 2 of the top NFC teams lost today. We have to walk into Monday night and take care of our business. We have to. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But I just wanted to talk about, this media thing. Man, everybody know that they ain't about to clown the 49ers or the Eagles just like how they do us.
No.
That's not about to happen.
No.
That's not about to happen. 1,000, like, they already making excuses. They already trying to make excuses. I don't give a damn if Debo, if the running back, you ain't supposed to lose to no third string quarterback with that defense. I don't give a damn what you say.
Right.
That's not supposed to happen. And with the Eagles, without Sauce Gardner, you lost to that team without Sauce Gardner, and they was lighting y'all up like that?
Like that, man. They're
real.
lighting them up, man. And regardless, it's supposed to be, them boys supposed to be 6-0. Both teams, they went into the Browns land, and the Browns land only had Amari Cooper, as their wide receiver. They had a good running game, but, Kareem Hunt. That's why I was banging on the table for the Cowboys. Take a look at Kareem, you know what I'm saying? But they had Kareem Hunt that was filling in as a running back. And they came in there and they took care of business, you know what I'm saying? They took care of
Right.
business, even
Right.
though the 49ers, they could have won, with the field goal if the field goal kick was made. I don't know what PJ was thinking when he was on his side of the field and he was trying to give the ball away, to the 49ers inside the end zone there. You saw that play, right?
That-
He supposed to kill clock,
Yeah,
bleed
yeah.
clock, but I guess he was
Yeah,
going
I'm
for the
like,
dagger.
man, slide.
Yeah. Slide
Yeah.
down on that,
Oh.
man. Go ahead. Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I'm not sure if y'all watching the Giants and Bills.
Yeah, what's
The
that?
Giants with Tyrod Taylor, they up 3-0. The Bills offense is stalling. They act like that they can't play offense no more. So hey, that could be another person to where hey, they about to make excuses for him. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I see.
But that's all I had, Law.
Oh, yeah, I feel you, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling in. That's Chris 214. So yeah, man, if it would have been better if the Washington team would have lost today, but it is what it is. The Washington team figure out a way to pull out a dub. Ritter, he did exactly what PJ was trying to do, give the game away. He gave the game away. Desmond was right in that red zone, money zone, and said, "Hey, man, who want a ball? You can have a ball." You know what I'm saying? So, it goes back to coaching, it goes back to quarterback play, and it goes back to, hey, sometimes these games go down to the final play, and sometimes these games goes down into those moments in the game that you wet the bed and can't come back to. Hurts threw 3 interceptions from Gregory Howard. Yeah, they ain't going to talk about it that much. You know what I'm saying? They're going to say, hey, this was – look, the ESPN, they're going to say, hey, this is a game that they should have lost. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to lose this one. That's what they're going to flip it over. I got the 919 Spit Your Mind. You're live on The Nation.
What's going on, Law? First time caller, KB, man. How you
KB,
doing?
man, all is well. Can't complain, man. Talk to me, man. What's on your heart?
What's on the heart, man? What isn't, brother? Man, these Cowboys, man, they'll take you up and down. I've been a Cowboy fan for years, and I'm not sold on McCarthy, man. He doesn't inspire me with the offense. I listened to Steele's show the other day. And
Right.
I heard O.C. Walker make a comment about the Cowboy offense is only averaging 11 points per game. That's not going to cut it. We're not going to get to that promised land if we don't put some points on that board offensively. We're gonna have to step up because there are going to be games where your defense isn't going to pull their weight. That offense has got to pull the weight. With us, when I watch the games, if we don't win in all 3 phases, we lose.
Yeah.
You look at the Arizona game, you look at this last game. At some point, the offense is going to have to pick the slack and say, we're going to get it done. But you can't get it done with these little short dink and dunk passes. It's not. You got to challenge the defense. You have to put them in. You have to put them in a bind. You have to make that defense play every square inch of that field. And McCarthy and them are not doing it. They're not getting that done. And,
I will agree with you, man. And who's at fault for this? I have to say that goes on the head coach, right? That goes on the head coach for not preparing these guys and thinking that, hey, his style and kind of caliber of offense will work, and then it's not working, and the quarterback is just not being able to take those deeper passes and draw plays. But at the end of the day, who got a little bit more grace and mercy? Well, you would say that now at this point, people are looking at it like, hey, this quarterback is still 8 seasons in. You know what I'm saying? So he's still going to get the larger share of the blame because these were the things that they said last year, right? It would have been a different story if the Cowboys picked up the phone and said, you know what, this will be our new offensive coordinator, a whole new person, right? Yeah. But no, they said Kellen Moore was the problem. They got rid of him, right? And we all kind of agree. We're like, hey, well, Kellen Moore's the problem. So now we're going to do principles, schemes, and concepts. And now that those principles, schemes, and concepts not working, we can't just put the toothpaste back in the tube right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's out.
Right.
Got to get it done.
Now,
even archaically speaking, got to get it done now, KB.
You're right. I do want to add one thing. I want to piggyback on what you said about Kellen Moore. and they wanted him out. I get the feeling that when McCarthy brought Schottenheimer in last year, I guess he brought him on as a consultant role to Kellen.
Right.
I believe he had that set up the whole time when you look back at it. And this might be a reach, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. It would not surprise me if this thing goes left, and I pray that it doesn't because I'm a Cowboy fan like the rest of them. That why did we bring Trey Lance in? That's all I want somebody to explain that to me, because that pickup and that signing doesn't make sense unless Dak ends up being the scapegoat and they try to get out of that contract. I don't know how it's structured, but something about that, it doesn't sit well with me. And maybe I'm wrong, man. Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
I mean, at the end of the day,
if I'm wrong.
At the end of the day, you got $60 million that's in the grand scheme of things. You can't avoid that, right? And then you got so this year, for those who say, hey, just get rid of Dak, nobody's just going to get rid of $60 million, right?
No, they got to trade him out.
And he got a no trade clause on his contract.
Yeah.
And you can smoke him out.
He would have to waive it.
Yeah, you could smoke him out, and see whether or not he will be the person that say, hey, you know what, I want the opportunity to be the starting quarterback, and I think that my skill sets are X, Y, and Z. I would relinquish my trade clause and so I can go to this team, or these are the set of teams that I would love to go to. You can do it that way.
Right. And I know what I'm saying is a little bit of a reach, but it's just that signing when we watch how Will did the third string quarterback in that last game when Dak called the plays. He played a really good game, and I'm trying to think, why didn't we just keep him?
Will Greer.
I mean, I know. Yeah, Will Greer. I'm sorry.
Well, the upside, they're looking at upside. Trey Lance he got a strong arm. He's a very cerebral guy. He don't have the experience sake far as playing in the National Football League. But for those who were in 49ers camp, who actually saw it, he was right up there with Brock Purdy. He was right up there with, what I'm saying? He literally, if you look at the stat line, he outperformed Sam Donald, in the preseason. If you look at the stat baseline, right, and what he was doing out there.
Yeah, I haven't looked at that.
Yeah. Okay. But what happened here ultimately is that they trust Brock Purdy, and they didn't want to have. Saw how Brock Purdy played tonight or today?
Yeah, I saw that game. They
didn't want that. They didn't want that heavy on his heart. Yeah. Every throw that he make an incomplete, that would have been, hey, Trey Lance would have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they kept this kid with a clear conscience. They leaned on the guy that they trusted, that took them to the playoff, that won them a playoff game, multiple playoff games in his career. You know what I'm saying? Versus the still the unknown. And I don't blame them. That's what good organizations do. They lean and they trust their guy. So that's just how it goes from there.
Right. That kind of reminds me of when the Cowboys had Aikman and who was it, Walsh?
Steve Walsh.
They drafted Steve Walsh. Yeah. When they had the two quarterbacks, and then they moved on, I think, from Walsh and kept Aikman.
Yeah.
But man, I appreciate you taking my call, man. You guys, I appreciate the show, man. Keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Appreciate you,
man. I really
man.
enjoyed the show.
Thank you, man. That's Cowboys KB, man. There's always cons and pros to it, For anybody to say, hey, tank for this guy, tank for that guy. At one point, there was people saying tank for Sam Donaldson, right? At one point, there was people saying tank for Josh Rosen. You know how that's going, real. Tank for Kyler Murray. Tank for, Carson Wentz. Tank for what's his name? Jared Goff, When you're going for the number one quarterback, you know what I'm saying, to end this draft, doesn't mean that he's going to pan out. It doesn't mean that. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. So let's see how this thing rock out as everything goes along its way.
The conference has been locked.
I got the 347. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
What's up with it, Law? It's your boy T Mafiotti, man.
Yeah, T, man. What's good with you, man?
Nothing much, man. I just wanted to come chop something up with you today, man, about the games that we've seen today, and just a little bit about the game plan of what we plan to do to them tomorrow, to them Chargers tomorrow. You know.
Talk to me, man.
So look, today's games that we've seen, you know what I'm saying. Let's just start off with the Eagles. You know, since it's the division rivals.
No doubt.
We've seen weeks upon weeks. Jalen Hurts, we've seen the turnover issue. It's an issue, Law. It's the same thing that we experienced with Dak Prescott, I think it was, a year ago, right? It was almost close to about an interception a game. He's looking at an interception a game or a turnover a game, right?
Yeah.
So how I look at that, Law, is this. The combination that teams have figured out with the defenses that he's struggling with, the combination is almost complete there when it comes to them. That's first of all. So when it comes to the Eagles, we're going to see how it goes when we play them. But I could tell you the combination is almost complete with him to where he's bound to make a mistake, Law, to where I'm not really concerned about the Eagles. It's going to be competitive, though, for sure.
Yeah, it will be.
The system and the personnel, so I understand that. Moving on to the Niners here. Now, they was on a high horse, this week. They did us terrible last week. You know what I'm saying? We can't lie about that.
We can't.
But you got to understand how much the injuries play a component and how much having a good running back and having your entire arsenal plays a key component. Because now, I ain't going to lie, I was one of those people that's saying, Purdy is an elite and things of that nature. But then I started to see, okay, well, damn, with them weapons in this system, he's damn near elite. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. I'm just keeping it 100.
Right.
But now that I seen today, I said, oh, my gosh, he's human. Okay? He's human.
If it wasn't for that final drive, I mean, he wouldn't have had 100 yards. He would have looked terrible for him. I said, damn, he getting those doggone garbage because they're playing zone. Of course, they didn't want to give up the big play, and they was giving him the underneath. Right. So Purdy did. Shout out to my guy Greg Newsome, though. I'll try to tell people about Greg, though. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to tell people about my guy Greg and how they did all of those moves for the Cleveland. Cleveland got a damn good defense, man. But they was giving up some plays underneath on the last drive.
They
did. Go ahead.
And at the end of the day, we've seen, okay, the field goal, it is what it is. But we know that they're human. So they're beatable, Law.
They are.
So now, moving on to the Chargers in this week, the game plan, Law, this is my only thing. I have faith in Mike McCarthy. I have faith in Schottenheimer because I understand if we play Dallas Cowboy football, we cannot be beat, Law. I'm telling you, it can't happen. Because the situational play calling, and what I actually wanted to state as well. So, we did take our 2 L's with the Arizona Cardinals and to the Niners. But this is the thing, Law. We haven't even exposed the playbook yet. You remember when the Jason Garrett days? The playbook would have already been exposed by now to where we're just rerunning the same plays. We're at a point, Law, where we have not exposed at least half of the playbook by now. It hasn't been exposed. Well, the real good plays that we have that we usually would have saved for the playoffs would have been exposed by now under Jason Garrett. It's just facts. You know what I mean? And with this and what we have right now,
go ahead.
What do you think about that?
Well, right now, man, looking back at some of the plays, man, I don't know, man. Maybe we can chalk this up as last week on the offense and defense. We just didn't look good, man. We was just panicking on how we came up with that game plan, right? But we gonna have to get better at play calling. Like the last caller said, man, we average 11 points a game, and we got to tell Dak, man. Somebody got to tell him, like, look, play you. This is your 8th season in the game. Play you. You know what I'm saying? If it's a play that you don't like, audible out. If it's a depth to a wide receiver step count that you don't like, audible that out, change it, do you know what I'm saying? But don't play too conservative at this point because I'm going to play some audio clips of what this team identity is, and somebody going to have to stand tall, man. So this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with it, Law. And I was one of those people that said when it comes to Dak, this is the issue that I really have. It's not the interceptions. It's not the mistakes. My issue with Dak is there is no reason, Rain Dakota Prescott, that you don't have 6 to 8 audibles in your pocket every single week.
Yeah.
There's no excuses for it, Law. At least 6 to 8. I don't care what formation it is. I don't care what the circumstances is. You need 6 to 8 audibles week in and week out versus every team. And this is going in, coinciding with the game plan, though.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying, some random audibles. I'm saying that coincide with the game plan to where when we get on those 3rd and shorts, you can audible out of those plays. You can audible out of those plays and create something, because I know the initial play calling is at least going to show you what the defense is doing. And when you audible, you can say, wow, okay, this is what we're doing. This is what we're going to run. You know what I mean? And I know it's not that simple, but I'm just saying to have it in your pocket. Yeah. It's important to just have it in your pocket, though. You know what I mean? And that takes a lot of preparation and a lot of film study. So I understand that, but that's my only issue. I think we're going to be all right against the Chargers. We played pretty decent defense in the beginning of last week, so I'm not really concerned. It's just the offense. We got to score, man. We have to score. You know what I'm saying? And more rotation of Rico Dowdle. We need that. More rotation of Deuce, because I just Tony Pollard for me. I love Tony Pollard, but it's just the injury has inflicted him. You know what I mean? It has inflicted him. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I really got, Law. I really appreciate you taking the call, man. Again, I love what you do. Keep doing what you're doing, Law. And how about them Cowboys,
Hey, before you depart, man, let me get your info down, because all I see is Staten Island, man. What's your name?
This T Mafiani, the 347.
Mafiana, man. Let me save it in here.
You can just put me under T.
I got you now, man. So instead of Staten Island, you know what I'm saying? That's where you at? Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, man. Appreciate a good call from him. All right, so that's T, man. He's a good supporter of the channel and followed me for a minute here, and I appreciate him and all what he do for the nation. All right, man. We rolling, baby. I got 256. I got Coach Q. Then I got Swayze, man. Those are the next 3. So the 256, you in the mix, man. You live on the nation. Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Law? Hey,
all is well.
I just want to talk about a little bit of those 2 games that had these big defeats today to the NFL darlings. One key element is with Cleveland, in the Cleveland game, in the 49er game. What I noticed, I just went and looked at the stats. Cleveland beat the 49ers in time of possession.
TOP.
They had 33 minutes in time of possession, as opposed to the 49ers 26 minutes. And the 49ers usually they beat everyone in time of possession. They usually have well over 30 minutes in time of possession. And also with the 49ers, something we should have been able to do, the Cowboys last weekend, we wasn't able to control the ball because we were one-dimensional in the run game, basically.
Yeah.
And I told you when I talked to you about 9 days ago about this, if they're not going to give Hunter Lipkin adequate snaps, because he is a power running back. He is a big guy. We are going to struggle until they turn him loose. Now, I understand it could be contractual. I understand that. But yet and still. Now, I'm done with that one. Let's go to the Philly game and the Jets game. The thing that I noticed about that game was I didn't tune in until late.
Yeah.
But the key element that I saw was that Jalen Hurts, he had good protection most of the game. Everybody in the league knows that the Jets have a great defense. They are a good, really, really good defensive team, and they could actually be the top defensive team if they didn't have offensive flutters the way they do.
Right.
But Jalen Hurts, one particular stat is that Dak Prescott has 4 interceptions in 5 games. Jalen Hurts has 7 interceptions in 6 games. So he is a little turnover prone. The last 2 snaps on the final drive, he had max protection. He had all data throws. and the Jets just basically went into a dime package. They rushed 4. And when you have a quarterback like that is prone to throw interceptions because you forced him to get in the pocket. And I said last year, but didn't know anyone do it successfully, but Kansas City in the Super Bowl.
True.
You take away that RPO from Jalen Hurts, you force him to beat you with his arm, and then there's a problem.
That's the angle right there. It's a good observation there. You got to force that guy to throw the ball, and Hurts he's a dynamic player. I do like the way his escapabilities are, and I know that he do play the game like I don't want to make the mistake type of mindset. But once you rattle him a little bit, he will fold back into that old Hurts, the old Alabama Hurts that had to move on and go to OU Hurts. You know what I'm saying? And those type of things. So I think that, in order for him to look like he is, you got to keep A.J. Brown. You got to keep Smitty. You got to keep that tight end. And that's no shade, But can he take a team just by himself? No. He's not a force multiplier. You know what I'm saying? So I just look at it from that aspect. And those are the same knocks that one can argue with Dak Prescott. Those are the same arguments, right? So, but the only difference is that under Dak Prescott, we absolutely seen guys that we haven't seen before, like the Cedric Wilsons, step up and get this notoriety all of a sudden. We've seen like Randall Cobbs of the world to step up and get this notoriety. You know what I'm saying? Or get this rebirth of reliving. So the thing is with Dak Prescott, whatever shell that he's living in, get out of it, focus in, stop worrying about who's behind you, and play some football. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need to see from Dak, because we know he got it. We just haven't seen it at all this year. Haven't seen it at all.
Right. Yeah.
And that part right there is frustrating to us right there too, by the way. But go ahead.
Well, that's very key. I think that Dak, and I'll still go back to when he hurt his ankle, then he came back and he hurt his calf, but in that New England game when he hurt his calf on that final throw to CeeDee Lamb in overtime to win the game, Dak had a bad habit of throwing off his back foot when he didn't have to.
Right.
He was rolling to his right, and he had just a little bit of pressure on him, but he threw off his back foot. That's when he injured his calf.
Yeah.
Because it was a strain. He was in an awkward position. Dak needs to work on his footwork. He really does. But like you said, he needs to, whatever's in his head, whatever cloud is there, he needs to clear that up and start slinging that ball, because we know he has the talent to do it. Because when he hurt his ankle, let me remind everyone listening, and I don't know if you paid any attention to this stat, but when he went out in that game, Dak had massive yards.
Yeah.
That was the fifth or sixth game of the season. I think it was game 6. And he hurt it against the Giants, snapped his ankle, broke it, okay? Do you know it was week 11, 12 before the rest of the NFL caught up with him in passing yardage?
Yeah.
That's how prolific he was for the first 6 games in the league.
Yeah, and it was wild. It was like, wow, what's going on with that? And that's where we get the statement. Whereas, man, we never have two things that match, right? Because our defense that year was historically bad, and that's when also people were saying, hey, those numbers look good, but those are garbage time stats, right? And my argument was with that was like, well, if that's the case, then I start pulling up all quarterbacks who pretty much were down and out, and I'm saying, well, why that doesn't reflect for them, But it's one of those things where we finally got the defense that can lead us, right? Supposedly,
right.
So we just need the quarterback to play, play to that level again.
That's all we need.
That's all we need, man. Shoot, come on, Cowboys, wake up.
Listen, tomorrow. Tomorrow, and I'm going to let you go after this. Every time the Cowboys beat somebody, like the Jets, it's something wrong with the Jets. That's how the media plays it. That's
Right.
fine. That's cool. So let's find out what they say tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, we'll be waiting, man.
Now.
Oh, we'll be waiting, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm trying to get my stuff all out before the game. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, Mark. Appreciate you.
All right, love. Take care.
No doubt, man. Good call from him. All right, got Coach Q, and then we got Swayze, and then we got the 318. Coach Q, you're live from the 469. What's on your mind?
What's up, Law? How you doing, sir?
Not much, man. Talk to me, man.
Listen, the media have already started. Our favorite coach of all time, Coach Jimmy Johnson, said in the postgame show, "Oh, Cleveland is a great team." Really?
Oh yeah, they are. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, so to the caller before me, they already started. I mean, now Cleveland is a great team. No, that's not what that was. What they did, that coach who's a great defense coordinator, exposed them. What they did, Law, is what we should have did. They ran matchup man with cover 2 over top.
Yeah.
And made Purdy have to beat them. They said, "No, what? We're going to man up, and you are going to throw in contested areas." That's what they did all day long.
They did.
We could have did the same thing, but we did not, for whatever reason. And so they exposed Purdy. And then if you saw Purdy throwing the ball, that's why he was Mr. Irrelevant. He doesn't really have a strong arm.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. And so it's going to be real funny to see how the media spins both Philadelphia and San Francisco losing. Because the Cowboys blew out the Jets. This is not debatable.
Yeah.
And Philadelphia lost to the Jets. So it's going to be really funny to see that. Now, I know you do a lot of over-the-cap stuff, and I know people talking about Dak Prescott. And if you look at that, the Cowboys can flip a bunch of switches and free up $80 million. And this is before Dak, and they can choose to do 2 things.
Yeah.
They can cut Dak before June, and that's a $60 million hit. And guess what? The Cowboys will still have $20 million to do business.
They still will. Yeah. Yeah.
Or the Cowboys can make him a post June 1st and break up the $60 million, 30 this year, 30 next year. Well, if they flip the switches, the Cowboys instantly got $50 million next year.
Yeah.
If they was to cut him post June 1st. And then the year after that, they have $95 million. So, I'm laughing when people talking about, Cowboys going to be in cap hell. No, they won't.
And you gotta factor in too the growth aspect of it. Now the Eagles did a wonderful job when it was time for them to move on from Carson because they had the ability to trade, right, and get something back in return. And then they took that money. Well, they still had to pay Carson's, right? So right now somebody hit me up said, well, they eating $50 million on dead money right now. But what they were able to do ultimately was to prorate, slide some stuff out, and also get A.J. Brown with some of that draft capital that they received. And then you seeing birth of Jalen Carter, too, with all of that, right? So that's something that we don't have in our back pocket because of the no-trade clause. I'm looking at the Jones family, just like trading stocks. There's only 3 moves that you can do. Stay put, buy or sell. Those are the only 3 moves. And in the stock exchange. So this is literally just like that. So the Cowboys can either coach stay put and just let this thing figure it out at the end, and then they can make some moves at the end of it, or they can buy or sell. But go ahead.
And as a Cowboys fan, listen, I feel that we are in a good place either or. I like that. I want to keep that. I want to pay that. I'm mad just like you are, Law, that we didn't pay that before.
Yeah.
Before everybody started making 50, Law, I watched the show when you said, why are Cowboys you not paying Dak 45? Yeah. Remember? Like before everybody started getting paid, you was beating the table. Yeah. Go to Dak, pay the man 45.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys did. And then once Jalen got paid 50, Law, I saw you on your show. Pay Dak 50. I mean, the Cowboys do it to yourself.
Yeah.
They do it to you. Know what the market is.
Yeah.
Just pay the man.
Pay the man.
But they do it to yourself. But your caller before also made a good point about the 2020 season when Dak got hurt.
Yeah.
Well, that's also the reason why Kellen Moore not here no more. Because in 2020, Law, who do we have in the backfield? We had 2 studs.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember watching your show in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And you was fussing because we wasn't giving Zeke and TP the ball.
Yep.
So when Dak was doing all of these yards, he had to know that we had bad defense, Law.
He had to.
So you run the ball, Law. All them games we lost, we could have won. We really could have won them games because Dak was in his bag.
Yeah.
But Kellen Moore was so inexperienced that with 2 prime backs, both in 2020, both Zeke and TP was in their prime.
Oh my God, yeah.
And so that's one thing the card didn't mention. And that's why he's not here. Because if any good play caller knows, okay, I have a 31st ranked defense.
Yeah.
I can't keep throwing the ball. I have to run the ball so we can save the defense.
And the problem is with that, you how experience work, you can't pull from it if you don't know it. You know, that was his second year ever calling plays.
Yep.
And to the degree, whereas there were some brilliancy in his play design and his play calling, but it's about the experience level. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, she's smarter than me. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, she's smarter than me at her age, right? When I was her age. He's way smarter than me. I'm like, God, dog, I'm badly struggling. You know what I'm saying? This girl can pick up, recall. She know how to spell words better than me and everything, right? But she don't have the total experience to live life on my level right now. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
And that's what I was trying to tell people.
Why,
yeah.
That's why in 2021, and when we played San Francisco in the playoffs, Law, I was watching your show, and you was pissed because in 2021, Law, we was averaging what, Law? 4.5 yards a carry.
4.5.
And on the show, you like run the ball. You kept saying it in the playoffs. You say run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, and Kelly would not run the ball.
He would not. He would not.
In 2021, San Fran didn't stop us from running the ball.
They
didn't stop us from running the ball.
Yeah, you remember that episode because I said the man with the clipboard, he shut down the run.
Yes. Yeah. It's sort of like, I mean, that's another reason. And then that guy, he had experience. So in 2021, we knew what Kellen was. He just liked passing the ball.
Yeah.
Like you said, in 2020, that was his second year. Yeah. 2021, Kellen, you knew who you were.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, you know, that's why Kellen and I here. Can't wait to see tomorrow's game. Guys, listen, if you're a Cowboys fan, stop with all the mess with the quarterback. We have to support the starting quarterback. That's Dak Prescott. I'm going to support this man till the wheels fall off.
Right.
And to your point, Law, everyone who wants the first-round quarterback against Notre Dame, whose defense is ranked 25th in the country, he do 3 picks.
Three
Williams.
Yeah.
3 picks. Not get a top 10 defense, not get a top 5 defense in college, a top 20, number 25 defense in college. Right. So that's the guy y'all want. So stop it, guys. Like you were saying, Law, every quarterback has flaws.
Every one of them.
If you're trying to win a championship, you have to go with the guy that you know. We know Dak. We know Dak can make the throws.
Yeah. And you know what? And here's another thing before you go, Coach. You know, even the way the Kansas City Chiefs is playing right now, they are not playing championship caliber of football.
No.
And even though they are winning, they're not playing championship caliber of football. And one of the biggest impediment or the biggest knock on Andy Reid was, they win games in the regular season, but when everything condenses, you're right. That's why they leaned on the brother. What's his name? Eric Bieniemy, right? Yeah. They leaned on Eric Bieniemy to create that balanced approach. Eric Bieniemy was the guy that knew and understood running. You know what I'm saying? Running helps you win. So if you go back and watch the Super Bowl, every last one that Andy Reid won, let me know what stood out.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but people want to look at it from one side. Granted, Pat Mahomes is a guy that I believe he said when he first got there he didn't know how to read defenses, and it took a certain person, and y'all can do your research, to teach him. You know what I'm saying, to slow him down. Now, granted, arm talent is arm talent. The dude can throw it all and sling it all over the field.
That's right.
Give me Pat Mahomes any day, but he goes back to his bread and butter play. Travis Kelce, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's going to go back to what he knows and what can win him the game. But go ahead with your point here.
No, yeah, I had 2 points. And then I hear everybody talking about Dak is overpaid. There's only 2 quarterbacks in the league right now that's not overpaid. And the reason why they're not overpaid is because they won Super Bowls. The 2 quarterbacks in the league right now that's not overpaid is Aaron Rodgers and the other one's Mahomes.
Yeah.
All other 30 quarterbacks are overpaid.
Yeah.
Because I don't care if you got there, you didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
The only 2 people that's in the league as quarterbacks is Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes. So stop it. Stop saying Dak Prescott is overpaid. Why? Just because it took you longer to get an L don't mean nothing to me.
Don't mean nothing.
You still lost.
Hey, you right on the money, man. Shout out to you, Coach Q, man. Thank you for calling in.
Anytime, Law. Bye.
Yes, indeed, man. Coach Q right there. Yo, salute to him. Yo, Rodgers took a cut in order to put talent around him. Hey, man, it's a brutal sport. You know, if you can figure out a way to take that pay cut and then help bring, because it's all about matchups too. It's all about getting the better players on your team. And it's all about learning how to spread that cap hit all around. And, you know, regardless of it, you know, the Cowboys are in the crunch. They're going to have to figure that part out. And we don't know. We don't know the demands of Prescott. We don't know the demands of the Jones family, what they looking for, and these sorts of things. We can only do speculations at this point. We don't even know the demands of CeeDee Lamb. But right now, even CeeDee Lamb, he's not playing at the worthiness of giving him $28 to $29 million APY. He's not even at that level right now. But I'm quite sure CeeDee Lamb camp would love to get that. The Zeke pre-Elliott experience, man, it's been a long time since I've spoken with you. He says, we need to use Lupke, the fullback dude, is a beast. Bring back Mike Allstott. Yeah. I got Swayze from the 908. You're live on the Nation. Talk to us, man.
What's going on, Law? This is Swayze, the objective Cowboys fan here, giving objective analysis. Yeah, before the season ends, I would love to debate one of these Dak Prescott lovers. Like, I would just love to have a little 10-minute debate whenever, you have the open time, like maybe in the off season. I would love to, because what he said was totally false. I'm gonna get like the last call. What he said was totally false. Like he's a Dak Prescott lover. We're not doing it this year. I told you we're not doing this year. We're Cowboys fans. We're not Dak Prescott fans. That's what it is.
Wait. Before we go further, is Jalen Hurts, is he elite still?
You said Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, is he elite?
Yeah, I think Jalen Hurts is elite, not based off his passing ability, but based off his overall athleticism, the way he runs the ball, how strong he is. The way, when I said Jalen Hurts is elite, I was never thinking about he had complete accuracy. Like, I never thought, he was like Pat Mahomes or something like that. I said based off his athleticism, the same way I thought at the time Cam Newton was elite around his prime years when he had the athleticism. That's why.
Okay. I'm always ask you that. You know what I'm saying? You be fighting folks on my Instagram page, But go ahead with your point, man. Go ahead.
Hey, my bad. So for instance, like the 2020 years when they said, we could win those games against Dak Prescott all those yards, we still could win those games. No, we could not. Like, for instance, in 2020, we was down 41-10 to the Browns, and then that's when Dak Prescott had the garbage time stats. He had over 500 yards. We had no chance to win in that game. Like, what are you talking about? Kellen Moore, he had no choice but to pass the ball because we was already down 41-10. Our defense was sorry at that time. So, again, that was false on his end. Number two, the 49ers lost to literally the best defense in the league. Let me let some, because I'm a Cowboys fan too, but some Cowboys fans that just watch the Cowboys. I watch all NFL. The Browns are the best defense in the league. Think about our defense and think about the Browns defense times 5. That's the Browns defense. So what I'm trying to say, right, is that overall, based off the time that we have, we still need that elite quarterback. We don't have the luxury of the 49ers or the luxury of the Browns to have just an average quarterback, unless that average quarterback is willing to take a pay cut, kind of like Tom Brady did in his Patriot years. If Dak Prescott's not willing to do that, I don't understand why people are still conflicted about signing Dak Prescott unless you just like Dak Prescott. That's number one. Number two, if you look at if you look at the draft next year in 2024, with all the quarterbacks coming in, it's a lot of good quarterbacks coming in. Bo Nix, Caleb Williams, Mays, Shador Sanders. Like, you have about 5 or 6 quarterbacks who can be already better talents than Dak Prescott from a talent standpoint. Not talking about from experience, but from a talent standpoint, can already be better than Dak Prescott. So, it just overall, when you look at Dak Prescott, his career, I mean, Dak Prescott overachieved, within, Dak Prescott's perspective, he overachieved, but from our perspective as Cowboys fans and the Cowboys organization, you got to understand that Dak Prescott plateaued. Quarterbacks like Dak Prescott, who are dual threat quarterbacks, when they don't really have good accuracy or good arm ability, they need to use their legs. If they're not able to use their legs anymore, that means that player is no longer who that player was, because he don't have the ability to use his intellect as well as his arm strength to overcome his lack of athleticism. And that's what Dak Prescott doesn't have at the moment. I kind of understand what the argument is.
So from your perspective, this team is hosed for this season because of Dak Prescott. He's not intellectually or athletically enough to win against the Chargers this weekend, and then we come off from the bye to L.A. Rams. So where do you put this team at for the season, Swayze, based off of your thoughts on Dak Prescott?
I think this season, just based off the way I see the way this team is, and based off the way our offensive coordinator, or lack thereof, our offensive coordinator, I feel like we're going to go 10-7. I think we still make the playoffs. I think we end up facing the Lions or something in the first round. I think that's our what I'm saying. I think that's our max where we're going to be this season, because we don't have we just don't have the quarterback. I don't understand. You guys not understanding. It's not because I don't like Dak Prescott. It's because he just don't have the athleticism.
Do the Giants have the quarterback?
No, the Giants do not have the quarterback.
Do the Washington have the quarterback?
No, they don't.
What about the Eagles? Do they have the quarterback there?
Yes, the Eagles, based off what they're trying to do and based off what their mentality from their identity from their offense perspective, yes, they have the quarterback. He perfectly fits what the Eagles are trying to do. Yes.
So we would be right now 5-0 if we had Jalen Hurts over Dak Prescott here.
Yeah, I do think. I'm be completely honest with you. I think we still lose to the 49ers, but I think we beat the Cardinals with Jalen Hurts for the simple fact that Dak Prescott. There's a lot of plays that was left on the field because Dak Prescott doesn't have the capability to run anymore. He's slow now.
Why are the Eagles are 28th in red zone? What's their reasons of why?
28th in red zone?
Yeah, they're 28th in red zone.
I mean, stats could be manipulated. You kind of get what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the end of the day, with their 5-1, I mean, that's what matters most. I don't care about. See, the thing is, with us Cowboys fans, we focus on the wrong things. We focus more on stats than wins. The fact is, they're 5-1, we're 3-2. So they have a better record than us. I don't care how they got it done. The fact is that they got it done. Kind of like what Nate Newton said: find a way to win the game. That's what's most important.
How come they did? Why did they lose today?
Prescott has 500 yards.
Why did they lose today?
I think they lost today because overall, I think they had a bad game overall around amongst the whole team. For example, Devontae Smith, he dropped a wide open pass. I think it was a 14-12, dropped a wide open pass that kind of blew the momentum off the game. Also, I think that throwing on 3rd and 8 when you're up 14-12, thought that was. I mean, you're up 14-12. I think that was a Nick Sirianni decision. And Nick Sirianni, as a head coach, could put his players in the best position to at least run the ball and make Zach Wilson drive the length of the field to try to score a touchdown. The fact is, you gifted them a touchdown by even throwing it on 3rd and 8. That was a bad coaching decision. And Nick Sirianni been having that same mistakes, not even just this year, but last year as well. But the Eagles have the talent to overcome that.
Why did Hurts threw those interceptions, man? What happened on that?
Again, Nick, that's not Jalen Hurts. That's not Jalen Hurts' strength. Is his arm, is accuracy. It's not his strength. His strength is not to read the defense. His strength is to use his athleticism and to put Jalen Hurts in easy positions to try to make easy throws. But Dak Prescott, I would love to put Dak Prescott in the same position that Jalen Hurts is in and to use his athleticism. But the fact is, Dak Prescott doesn't have his athleticism anymore. He lost it. He's 30 years old. That's the point I'm trying to make. He doesn't have that. If you told me today, Dak Prescott, the 2016 Dak Prescott is coming back. He's able to use his legs. He's able to be more mobile, and we can use him kind of like a read-option type quarterback when he's carrying the ball 8-10 times per game. Yes, I would love to pay Dak Prescott the more and extend Dak Prescott, but the fact is he doesn't have the athleticism anymore, and that puts us in positions where we're stuck on offense because he doesn't have the accuracy, and his arm strength was never there to begin with.
Hey, we'll find out, man. That's why I love this game, man. Week nine, they see each other, and we'll see how everything comes out from there. Talk to me. Mm-hmm.
Do you think you agree with me, right? Dak Prescott doesn't have the same athleticism.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're going
because of injury, because of the old age. He doesn't have the athleticism in it.
I think that, we look back at that Cards game, and if he would have kept it in himself and trust himself, he would have scored. I think that he would have been able to score for those plays there. I think that Dak Prescott got, voices in his head for some reason not to just tuck it and run. And on some of those broken down plays, he's not as elusive as we used to see him on, right? He can't evade and elude and get away from guys anymore. But, it's going into week 6, and we'll find out, man. The cream shall rise to the top. And I can't wait, man. Week 9, we'll see how all of this works out, man. But Dak Prescott, for right now, what I'm saying, it's going into his 8th season. Hey, the jury is still out for him, right? So we need to see what he looked like this week against the Chargers, man. I appreciate you so much for calling in, though, No,
I appreciate it too. And also, again, we really, I'm not saying first day to grab a quarterback, but the second round, because I don't like the first day quarterbacks, to be honest with you. I don't like J.J. McCarthy. I think J.J. McCarthy is going to be a bust. I think what's old dude from Texas, Edward, I think he's going to be a bust. May is going to be too high up. We can't get him. Caleb Williams is obviously going to be the first pick in the draft. But the second day picks, the Shedeur Sanders, the Bo Nixes, the Michael Penix Jr.'s, those quarterbacks in the second day quarterbacks, you got to grab one of them because you're going to have them on the cheap, and you can build your roster around to make it elite just like the 49ers are doing. But, yeah, again, how about them Cowboys, and hopefully we win tomorrow. Don't get embarrassed by Kellen Moore.
Hey, let's go, man. Appreciate you for calling in. That's Swayze, the objective analysis Cowboy fan. All right, so if y'all agree with Swayze, you agree with his objective analysis. I'm still picking Dak over Jalen Hurts, though. By the way, that's just me, man. I could be 1,000,000% wrong, man. Hey, Jalen Hurts is more athletic. We look. I heard Bart Scott said that, hey, Daniel Jones more athletic than Dak. You know what I'm saying? But both of those boys, Daniel Jones and Jalen Hurts, are winless against Dak for some strange reason. And I know that we look at it that these quarterbacks don't play each other, right? So from the knowledge and from the low hanging fruits of things, based off of how people say these things, P.J. Walker is better than Brock Purdy. Why? Because he beat Brock Purdy. That's how people be doing those arguments, right? Brock Purdy, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he never lost a game that he started. But, he lost to P.J. Walker. So based off of those Weevil analysis, man, P.J. Walker is better than Brock Purdy, right? So... All right, and I got from the 318, man, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
So with a lot.
No, nothing, man. All is well, bro. You in the mix, man. Talk to me, man. What's on your heart?
chilling. What you think about, man? We need to start and certain Trey Lance a little bit. Like, I ain't saying Ben Decker or shit like that, but I'm just saying like maybe in the red zone, insert him on some play, call up some plays for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, let him use his legs. You see, we ain't using Dax. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the name of the game is winning. So if we get it to the red zone and you got Trey Lance and you want to get him going, I think his first touchdown ever was him doing a play like that when Jimmy Garoppolo and he was in the season at the same time for the 49ers. They use him for red zone packages. And I'm sitting here saying use the guy, you know, if he can put some type of pressure on the opposing team. But so far, the actives have been Dak Prescott, Cooper Rush, and then the inactive, of course, according to the new ruling, the emergency quarterback been Trey Lance. So I think the Cowboys are conservative with that aspect of it, and I think that Trey Lance will continue to be the inactive quarterback until like the way latter parts of this year.
Yeah, because there's a lot of times where I see, you know what I'm saying. That's what I think. That's what I feel like to help us with that red zone. You know, like even if Dak can just use his legs, because there's a lot of times I see when he put the quarterback. I mean, when he hand the ball off, I'm like, damn, if he would have just kept it, you know what I'm saying? That's a wide open touchdown.
Yeah, you talking about pull the ball and keep it, himself and run it in? Yeah. I mean, that's still a play that we have in our back pocket. I think the Cowboys will utilize most of that down the line. I'm not pillow softening this up for our quarterback, but yeah, we're gonna have to get better in red zone.
Yeah, and that's every game. You can say that every game. You can say, damn, if that was just kept that up, that's a touchdown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So them points off the board. You know what I'm saying? Them at least 7 points off the board. You know, and what you I see that they who that is? They just released Frank
Clark. Yeah, fire sale, man. Right now, I know the Eagles just lost. Harry Roseman is on the phone. He's talking to Jeremy Chin over there for the Panthers. He's talking to J.C. Horn over there for the Panthers. He's talking to Frank Clark right now. You know what I'm saying? And he's within our division. So we know those type of things is happening right now. Somebody's on the phone with Jerry Jeudy right now to see whether or not they can just throw something at them and see what they can get. So if the Cowboys want to compete down the road, we got to make sure we pick up those phones and say, hey, Jeremy Chin, he's a safety. You know what I'm saying? He'll fit well into this system. I like his skill set. He would be the futures guy. He would be a younger J-Rock Curse, you know what I'm saying, that we have over here. Frank Clark, he's a veteran guy. He would be a guy that we can pick up the phone and call and say, hey, let's bring him in for a cup of coffee and see if everything can work out. So it's one of those things that in order for us from the 318 to be competitive in the acquisition market, we're going to have to dance. But 9 times out of 10, the Cowboys,
I mean,
we love our guys. What'd you say?
If they really want to do something, it make all the sense. You get him, you can put Michael at the Mike linebacker position. You know what I'm saying? And we still have a draft pick to give up if we want to go get your boy in Denver, the cornerback.
Pat Surtain,
We want to go get the cornerback out of New Orleans or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We'll still have
Marshawn.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, man, because I want to see Mike at the linebacker anyway. I always feel like that's what he needs to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the sacks. Don't get me wrong. I know we love the sacks, but I really don't care about sacks. You know what I'm saying? I remember when we had the mark as well, bro. He was guaranteed at least 15 sacks a year. Like, dude lead the league every year. Sacks don't get us nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Pressure, you can give us some pressure. You know what I'm saying? Get that ball out there, make the quarterback get rid of that ball a little quicker than what he wants to. I love the sacks, but really that ain't gonna win you games like people hype it up to.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Whereas I get it. I understand it.
When he-
You know, I
really-
can't tell Parsons not to, you know, because he's looking at Bosa. We know the game, you know what I'm saying? We know. Look, you looking at Bosa and seeing what he got, and he's been in the conversation for all of those times of, hey, I'm the best player, best defensive player in the league too. So he's seeing what he's seeing from Bosa. You're not going to get that if you're a Mike linebacker or if you're a linebacker, inside linebacker. And that's just what it is, bro. I understand, you know, the whole play at that.
Yeah, the Cowboys did it to themselves, so they could have kept, because he was drafted a Mike linebacker. That's what he came out of college doing. And once they put him at their end, and they did it to themselves. So you're going to have to pay them, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed, bro. What's your name, man?
Man, I'm Travis, man.
Travis. Not Kelsey, though, but Travis. I appreciate you, man. Are you at your crib?
Yeah, I'm at the crib, man.
Man, you know I'm about to talk about you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What's up? You hear echo or something?
That smoke detector, man. Oh, man, I know you staying in one of those big old mansions, man, with the high voltage ceilings, man. But hey, man, got to change that smoke detector, bro.
Hey, you only doing it once I installed the motherfucker, bro.
Oh, when you installed it? You installed it?
Yeah, I had installed it, man. Once I installed it, man, I've been hearing it ever since, man.
Ever since, yeah. There's some 9V batteries, man. You had to go in there and, you know, switch it out, you know, and swap them out, man. Sometimes I know the feeling, man. I'll be up all night, man, trying to change out all of mine, though. You know what I'm saying? I got an app on mine. They let me know when it's time to replace them and these sorts of things, bro.
Real talk, man. But I just want, man, let everybody know, man. I win, lose, or draw, man. I'm still my boys, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching this team a long time. I know the pressure that comes with being a quarterback or a coach or this team. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we lose. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, shoot. Hey, when we lose, it's like it feel like the end of the world, man. Everybody call me too, man. My chat and my text line be going off. And see when that team lose, I give them a little grace. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call my brother today though, because I got a brother that's an Eagle fan and a 49er fan. And you know what I'm saying?
How y'all end up like that? The same house?
Man, I'm from Mississippi, man. My mom's a Saints fan. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, indeed. So,
I'm from Louisiana, so you know, being a Cowboy fan in Louisiana, bro. Oh man, can't stand the Saints, dog.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I already know because they show them all the time on TV.
So, hey, when certain games, you know, they'll play. You know, I got the ticket though. But
yeah, the ticket. Yeah.
Regular cable, some games they don't even show the Cowboys. You know what
man,
saying?
hello. Dude, I stayed in the boondocks, man, out there in the country, man. We had like 4 or 5 horses, round bales of hay, you know what I'm saying? And you know, when the game came on, we had an old school because we stayed that cable didn't run that far. They said cable was too tired to run. So we had the old school antenna that you had to physically turn on outside of the house, you know what I'm saying? And we would turn it just a little bit to get the static and just to hear the game, and it would be Cowboys sometimes, and then most of the time, it would be the Saints. We'd be mad as all get out. But my brother, he lucked up because they played Saints played a lot of the 49ers during that time frame, and he got a chance to see his team. But it was rough, man, growing up, bro. We were very, very, very rural people, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Man, I got one more question.
Talk to me.
Okay. I know my boy Trey gone, man, but when y'all say out for the season, y'all mean next year, week 1, or playoffs?
He gone, bro. He ain't gonna be back into full speed until like I would say a little after Oxnard. You know what I'm saying? Next year. You know what I'm saying? So he maybe preseason-ish. You know, but I want people to give him grace too. You know what I'm saying? So he may not be the full change of direction, Diggs, for the 2024, but he be ready 2025 full in there, you know what I'm saying, around that time frame.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be patient with him.
Patient with him, man.
Yep. All right, I appreciate it, man.
Salute, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, he know the feeling, man.
Hey, look at this. Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, are you still them boys?
Goodbye.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys?
Come on.
You can check on me.
Y'all, you checking me.
Listen. I'm still them boys.
Yeah.
Woo, shut up, my boy. Hey, I'm still them boys.
I'm still them boys, y'all.
Oh, I'm still them boys, them boys, them boys.
I'm still them boys regardless, man.
Look at this, low. I'm still them boys. Low. I'm still them boys.
Yes, indeed, man. We still them boys.
Them boys. I'm still them boys. Now y'all don't want to call and check on the pastor. I'm still them boys.
That boy burned up, man. That boy burned up over there, man. All right, man. It's one of those things, man. Whereas you know how this goes, ladies and gentlemen. But let me check on my guy. I'm gonna check on him like quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me check on him right quick. Let me see what's going on over here. Let me see what he got going on. Okay.
So clearly, I'm driving, and I missed most of the second half of this game.
How you missed the second half?
Kudos to the Jets. You know what I'm saying? The Jets definitely caught us slipping. I was looking at the stat line a little bit. I didn't really see all that transpired, but even though I ain't see it, I ain't about to make no excuses. I see 3 interceptions for Jalen Hurts. I see us not score a single point in the second half of that game.
Okay.
I see the only reason why the Jets were able to even score is because of the last Jalen Hurts interception, you know what I mean, which put them in field goal position from everything that I've been reading. You know what I'm saying? For them to
wait, man. Jalen Hurts elite, man. According to my guy Swayze. But let's listen to more what he had to say. You know,
even take the lead in the first place. So the Jets came to play and we didn't. That's the bottom line. You know what I mean? We're not gonna say no, we didn't. We played down to the competition. We're not gonna say nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? We gotta tighten up because we got the Dolphins coming into town. You know what I mean? We gotta flush this as soon as possible. I don't know what's going on with the offense or what transpired in the second half. But listen, the Jets got a good defense. But when you jump out 14-3, and your defense is only giving up field goal after field goal after field goal, it's no excuse for you to lose this game.
Wait a minute. All right, let me go over to my investigation. You know what I'm saying? Let's do the investigation. You know. Did y'all hear that? You said, wait a minute. No. Let me see. I thought I pulled up something over here. Oh snap! You know what I'm saying? Okay. Wait a minute. He says Jalen Hurts throwing another 300. That should be 3 straights. And he said this on the back of the Jets. Star cornerback Sauce Gardner is out for tomorrow game. Okay. DJ Reed out too. Just checking on y'all. Stand up, y'all. Oh my goodness, man.
Look at this, low.
The Jets could not move the ball. They couldn't drive the field. The only reason why we kept the Jets in business is because of turnovers. Swift turned the ball over. You can't win in the NFL with 4 turnovers.
He ain't lying.
It's literally impossible. Then Jake Elliott missed field goal, which would have made it a 5-point game. You can't win in the NFL like that. You know what I mean? It looks like everybody was missing besides A.J. Brown, from what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? Jake Elliott missed the field goal. Jalen Hurts, 3 interceptions. DeAndre Swift a fumble. You know what I'm saying? You can't win like that. You know what I mean? It just looks like that the team just it's a such thing as not respecting your opponent to a degree. Like, you gotta respect everybody every week. Listen, I can talk all I want. I'm not on the football field.
True.
I can say what I want every single week. I'm not out there. But if you don't respect your opponent, this is what happened. Everybody, this is all $1 million athletes across the board. $1 million athletes across the board. And to me, it's looking like the Philadelphia Eagles just simply did not respect their opponent today. We played around, you know what I'm saying, and it came back and bit us. We 5-1. This was prime real estate for us right here. Prime real estate for us to jump out at 6-0 and have a firm grasp on the #1 spot in the conference. Prime real estate. You know what I mean? With the San Francisco 49ers losing. We didn't seize our opportunity. We did not seize our opportunity, man. And you know what I mean? And that's right. What you get. That's what you get. We're not going to make no excuses. We got to go beat Miami. That's not no easy task. We got.
Yeah, well. We'll find out down the line. But before we get things closed out over here, I want to be able to play a little heat right here on our end. Let me see if I can find his audio.
That's kind of been, I don't want to say obvious, but something to lean on with our tempo, changing up the personnel.
What's the identity of this offense?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's what he said.
Should you 5 weeks into the season?
I guess so. I don't know.
How do you guys find it?
I don't know.
When we started this, this offensive approach back in April, I just think it's a matter of who do you want to be and who do you think you are. I coached a team for a lot of years that was offensive driven, and but this team's about defense. Let's make no bones about it. That's not a slight against the offense. We want to score as many points as everybody. We're not, playing not to lose. So don't mix the message here. But we play to our defense. That's a strength of our team. And by doing that, the time of possession, taking care of the football, those are two things that were, I thought, improvement from past years. The first month clearly was not last night. You can't win games. You give the ball away, you can't win a game. I mean, let's be honest about that.
Mike says our identity. First of all, we're not asking what the team what the team identity is. We said, Mike, what is this offense's identity? He bringing up, let's be quite frank, we're a defensive team.
I'm going to pause it right here. Well, damn it, tomorrow they better figure out who they are. Remember who you are. You know what I'm saying? So that's my objective analysis. Find out my girl Stargazer show right there. That's on Instagram. That's her Instagram link, and you can listen to the fullness of what's the identity of this team. And you got wires crossed. And when you have wire cross, man, you're going to have to uncross them. Take some time, to uncross them and figure out what we need to get things done. You got people pointing fingers here and there, you know what I'm saying? So if we are a defensive-minded team, then damn it, defense show up. If we are offensive team, which we got majority of the same pieces we had in the previous years, one can argue that we should have more, figure it out. Remember who you are, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, right? All we care about is the dub. I said with everything in my last video, use logics. Figure it out. The hat says DC for life, not for short. For life. We lifers over here. So show up. The mighty done slipped. They didn't fall yet. They didn't fall at all. They're not even folded. And we shouldn't be folding up either. We shouldn't be. Come on, y'all. Figure this out. Continue to grind. Cowboy Nation. The haters are here. Burner account even agree with me. Win. Just win. Don't worry about the stat line. Me and Burner account can agree with that, right? D'Angelo Brown says, hey, Law, did you listen to Stephen A. podcast on Monday? He said he was going to stop bashing Dak because of mental issues since it's a mental month.
Look at this, Law. Law.
All I can say is, regardless of what Stephen A. Smith said, he never put on a pad. They couldn't find a helmet to fit his head, so he never put on a helmet. He don't know football. All he can do is shout. So why would we give credence and validation to a man who never played the sport, that all he do is talk about the game and really don't understand the game? And if Dak Prescott heavenly, mentally, is only from what Stephen A. Smith says, that he don't need to be the quarterback of this team. He don't need to be in the silver and blue. There's never been a statue raised to a critic. And the pundits and the critics are going to continue to talk their nonsense about this team. We got to embrace this villain role. We got to embrace this role that they don't like you. But they love you for the attention. They love you for the fame. And he's an entertainer, yeah, by the way. It's no different than what Jada is doing right now. Smith Pickett, you know. It's to the point that she said that, hey, she used to sling rocks on the street. She was in the car when Tupac got shot up, you know, allegedly, you know. Tupac got alopecia now, you know what I'm saying? Doug Manchin, hey, he's somewhere talking about, hey, dear mama, don't cry, baby boy is doing good. Tell the homies I'm up in heaven now, I got an afro, baby, you know, Doug Manchin. So don't listen to the outside noise. Come on, man.
Law.
Gina.
Law.
I was trying to delete J2, not the super chat. My apologies. Appreciate you, Gina.
Law.
Got to continue to find ways. Jada got mental health. That's right, JB too. Yeah, she got something going on up there. Will Smith said he turned his notifications off. You know?
Look at this, Law.
Yes, indeed, we do, Willie T, need another Stuart Scott type. We do. We need to figure out a way to get back to real sports analysis and things like that. The best role is that. Yes, indeed, Hill. They're going to say, no, we are the darlings. No. When Superman was down, they tried to uplift him. When Batman was down, they tried to put out the back signal, you know what I'm saying? And figure it out, Bruce Wayne and things, come on. When Spider-Man was down, he even lost his mask, and the people lifted him and helped guided him because they knew.
$20.
They knew.
I was trying to delete J2, not the super chat. My apologies.
No problems with that, Gina, with the G. They knew that he's for the greater cause. But when the Cowboys lose, everybody's jumping on that. Niner fans, Eagle fans, Washington fans, Chargers fans. But now, when the Niners lose, there's people saying, hey, you know, hear me out. It's because they didn't have a Debo, because the CMC was hurt. When the Eagles lost, hey, hear me out. It's about to rain, and they think the rain conditionings could change the outcome of the game. But when we lose, it's been 28 years long. Look at the quarterback. He can't read. He can't write. You know, it's the team. It's the quarterback. He can't hit water if he fell off a boat. He's the worst thing that ever happened to the Cowboys. It's been too long. It's been 8 years. What can go wrong will go wrong. See, I told you. This is who they are. The quarterback fault, man, for that running back not being able to hold on to the ball and fumbling the ball. It's the quarterback fault. Or these players missing tackles. It's the quarterback fault. Give us anybody, man. I can't stand that quarterback. I had somebody said, hey, I want my quarterback like I got my tax accountants. You know what I'm saying? I want him to have blonde hair, blue eyes. You know what I'm saying? 6'3.5". I want my quarterback like that. I done had people hit me up with that. I said, God dog, so you mean to tell me, nah, I want my quarterback to be white as snow. I said, God dog, what you want then? You know, one of the best quarterbacks out here, Pat Mahomes, I don't care. He don't play for the Cowboys. I said, God dog, leave this quarterback alone. It's the America's team, baby. This quarterback is just trash. All I can do is hold my hands up. But I tell you that they're going to continue to move the goalposts. They're going to continue to say, regardless of the outcome of the situation, regardless of the situation at hand, that this particular team, regardless of who the quarterback going to get the hate, regardless of the outcome, they're going to say, hey, this team need to win the Super Bowl. This team need to figure out ways, because the expectations never change. We had Dave Campo win the Super Bowl. We had my guy, what was the guy name? Oh, yes, this is his name, Wade Phillip. The expectation never changed. Jason Garrett for 13 years. He never changed. Burner account, he missed the meat worrying about the potatoes. He said it's racial now. No, that's what the information that I receive over here. Me sitting in this seat, I the one got death threats. I the one that got hate messages. So I know for sure he's getting hate messages. So that's what it is. Everybody else get a pass. Everybody else team get a absolute pass. Yeah, Shane Gailey for those years. That's just what it is. And a lot of people will miss the meat worrying about the potatoes. A lot of people will not see that. Yeah, somebody, James Newman said he hated Shane Gailey and Dave. Yes, indeed. But I tell you this. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it, to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, and sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty or famish or fame or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset, with the help of Almighty, guess what? You will get it, regardless of how tall you are, short you are, wide, the hue that you have, regardless, you will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys. Let's get it, baby. One love. DC for life, not for short.
Give me my theme music.
Yo. Come on.
I just wanna run it up.
Come on.
Check this out. I've been really in the field, let up. Yeah.
Lord Nova, Perry Lock, appreciate y'all too. Shout out to you, Sadiq. Prayers. Let me see some prayer emojis for Sadiq. Cody, appreciate you. Tomo, appreciate you. 24/7 Cowboy. Byron, Joe, David, appreciate you. Gina, Dallas Diva, appreciate you.
Count that too, count it up. Count up. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Come on.
Ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play.
The hat say DC for life, not for short.
Yeah, I'm with T-Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. Used to size up for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it.
Come on.
Switch for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too.
Oh, snap.
I've been really in the field.
Do y'all hear that? Oh, my goodness.
We answered, I talked stuff, I thought we had it. But it goes to show you who's the better team. And I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna clap the hat one more time for the Eagles?
Just one more time for us, man.
Let's go Birds, fly Eagles, fly. Still Super Bowl champions.
Hey man, I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. Hey, dance now. So tomorrow, I want y'all to check in early. You know what I'm saying? Check in early. We're gonna do probably. I see how the frame rates are dropping, but I fixed it enough so that the YouTube can't take the video down. Right. But I can tell that my processor is struggling. That's why I don't stream at 1080 no more. But we gonna still grind, baby. Let's go. And if I offended anyone, charge it to my head, not my heart. One love, y'all. Come on. So there will be no team that go undefeated. Now we know. We know that teams can lose that's undefeated. Come on. Shout out to you and you. Tell them. I be on. I follow. Come on. I give y'all 2-3 hours anytime I can.
You ain't lying.
Come on. It's all love, baby. Come on. And another one. Hey. Oh my goodness. Back to back.
Let me crack your cream. Fertilize your brain.
I never knew it'd be back to back. Oh snap. Got more than the. Come on.
In
Damn!
With the guts when just drop.
What we selling, baby?
Something wrong here.
Go get that bird for your boy. 2-piece. One more time for your boy. One more time for you.
We answered, I talked up, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's the better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles for the hard fight they did?
This is Sparta!
Let's go birds, fly, Eagles fly, still Super Bowl champions.
You're looking great. Go birds. Let's go birds. E-L-B-S-E-L-E.
All I ask.
We answered, I talked stuff, I thought we had it. We answered, I talked stuff, I thought we had it. We answered, I talked stuff, I thought we had it. But it goes to show you who's the better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You crying?
You're crying.
I'm hurt.
Come on, DJ, Law Nation. Come on, I'm gonna keep doing it until I piss somebody off.
I talked stuff, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's the better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt.
All I ask.
I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles for the hard fight they did?
Let's go birds, fly, Eagles fly.
Go birds. Let's go birds. E-L-B-S-E-L-E.
Nothing can stop me. So addicted to you and I realize either way.
We answered, I talked stuff, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's the better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
Remix!
You're crying. I follow. You're looking great. Go birds. Let's go birds. E-L-B-S-E-L-E.
We answered, I talked stuff, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's the better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying. Go birds. Let's go birds. E-L-B-S-E-L-E.
Until next time, DC for life, baby. Come on. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the bass. Riggs, can you do it one more time for me, Riggs? All right, one more time.
We answered, I talked stuff, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's the better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles for the hard fight they did?
Let's go.